the game. So yeah. Alright, welcome back to the video, y'all guys. So yeah, we're gonna continue to use story mode, y'all guys. So let's do this shit. And that's not the Teddy that I know, bro. Like, you fake ass Teddy. Like, bro, this seriously isn't you, bro. The machine with the power. Oh, so she was made of fight chalice, and I had no idea what she was capable of. I feel like my mind's been drained even more than my body. It angers me to see that the general is watching over us with an expression of joy, as if we were some performance of it for his amusement. I looked up and glared at the monitor.
I don't know why you're making us fight, but it's pointless. We aren't fighting because we hate each other. The reason we can fight is because we respect and trust each other.
A low growl. That's the only sound here. The real Teddy's never made such a hateful sound. It's actually very scary. Ha! You're definitely a shadow. You're a shadow, bro. The image on the monitor starts when that outburst. General is having trouble remembering to act as someone else, and his face bulges and ripples disturbingly as he hates pours through the screen. Any pretense at carving the adorable stupidity of the real Teddy is gone now. I notice that the voice spitting out these hateful words is not Teddy either. General on the monitor continues to rage.
What are you talking about? Why did you set this tournament up?
When I say that, I feel like all the dots have been connected. When Miss President had asked out the blue if we were going to be forced to kill each other. That ominous muttering of killing one another. Were these both something that had come directly from her past? Maybe she had been forced to fight against the people she didn't want to fight. Had she been forced to destroy something that was precious to her? There's no way to know for sure, but it is a possibility. Considering this, it kind of explains why her shell would have created a torment like this. That is, she wanted us to feel what she went through. I might not be entirely correct, but I feel like I'm close to the truth. Should I just ask General Teddy for my suspicions? But as I'm considering raising my voice.
Pardon my eccentric entrance.
Someone comes crashing through the ceiling. What the hell? I rush over to Aegis to protect her from the falling debris. Oh shit! When I looked up, I saw a young woman emerge from the cloud of dust. Oh, it's Elizabeth, another Persona 3 character. While not as strange as Aegis, she seems a little uncommon as well. But even besides that, why did she have to come through ceiling? The room has doors. Makes no sense at all. I have been about to get to the heart of the matter, which I will tell you. When the monitor in this room have been destroyed along with the ceiling. Though she seems oblivious to my confusion, the girl cocks her head and apologizes again.
Oh, please excuse me. I didn't have the faintest idea that someone would be here.
Faintest?
Fame? Fiend? Something along those lines at any rate.
The hell is she talking about? Who in the hell is this person? Wait a second. Blue suit she's wearing, it looks familiar. And with the silver hair and golden eyes. Yeah, she's the person that's in the Velvet Room in Persona 3.
Are you
Maybe.
from the Velvet Room?
Mom, is this what's known as being hit on? Forbidden ritual where one human approaches another based solely on appearance and bets on the innocent being equally attractive.
What? No, I'm not hitting on you. Just remind me of someone I know.
Okay, so that actually sounded like I was really. That actually sounded like I was hitting on her. No, I need to stop thinking about that. In any case, I need to ask her
Do you
something.
know anyone by the name of Margaret?
Margaret.
When she repeats the name, her face seems surprisingly youthful. It'd be taken aback by her bizarre speech and actions, but could this girl be younger than me? Her profile simultaneously evokes the images of the pondering philosopher and an innocent girl. Can't figure out how exactly to speak to her. Should I be more polite? Guess that doesn't matter too much. Anyway, worrying about the niceties isn't the most important thing right now.
No, actually, we should introduce ourselves first. I'm Yunaruka.
Oh, that had slipped my mind off. My name is Elizabeth. Dear, to hear that name brought me memories in such a mundane, remote place.
She thinks of this world as a mundane place. That's confusing. Yaso Inaba may be out in the countryside, but I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. The girl Elizabeth suddenly blows allegedly to me.
Margaret is indeed my sister's name. Can I take that to mean that you are another guest of that room?
Yeah, I see. So she's Margaret's sister. That would explain why she reminds me of her.
Elizabeth's son, huh? Well, I guess that's the case. It's true that there was a time when I visited that room.
Igor, Margaret, and now Elizabeth. It seems there are more people who call that place home than I thought. Yeah. Yeah, and you thought those three were in the Velvet Room. Try your expansion Golden, where they add Marie into the Velvet Room in the Golden version of Persona 4.
Why is a
Dude,
resident of the Velvet
alright.
Room here? Did Margaret send you with a message or something?
I am currently utterly neglecting my duties.
Is that so?
Hold on. Alright. I don't really tell me much. I don't know response anyway. So what possessed her to come blasting into the ceiling instead of using the door? I tried not to bother asking her that. Alright, so many different people over the last year. But trying to have a conversation with this girl is like trying to ride a wild horse. She's just gonna know the direction, trying to steer us towards. Just veer off wherever she wants. Let's just hold on and go along with the ride then. Maybe if I pay attention, she'll tell me something worth my time. Even if I try to ask her any questions, she's likely to be confused anyway. Just as I'm having that thought, the girl seems to have noticed my hesitation and starts to talk about herself. Her eyes are lit up with sincere passion. She really is a hard one to
I
beat.
have a certain desire. It may take a very long time for it to be realized. In order for my wish to be granted, I require a power much greater than what I have. The power of the wild card that changes bombs into string. I have a feeling that the key lies there.
I know a little about the wild card, but
I feel that the first clue to granting my wish lies within that power.
Blue?
Flu? Influenza. Something along those lines at any rate.
She's having trouble coming up with the right words. But I can hear the sincerity of her inner speech. Probably, in other words, I think she means that the power of the wild card is related to her desire and came here. I don't think it's worth to ask how she knew had that power or whatever where she found out about it. Just as I'm struggling to follow the meandering path of her conversation, she brings up the outrageous
Might I
suggestion.
suggest that you and I fight?
What? Someone please tell me how she reached the conclusion that this was a good idea. I don't think I have a chance to talking to her out of it though. Of course I had to try.
Oh, how excited this is making me. My expectations are ascending skyward at Mach speed. To be direct, I'd like for you to show me the
Fine.
potential slumbering within you.
Let me make sure of something, just in case. You understand what I'm saying, right? There's no illusions at work?
Such party tricks can get stumped.
I see. So you're actually in your right mind here. That's kind of, impressive.
The way she understood what I mentioned the illusions. That's so then she at least must have some idea what's going on around here. And even though she might understand it, she still wants to fight me. Wonder though if she's related to Joe Teddy's plans and fight herself to the torment. Do the usual rules apply? I think about this, Elizabeth taps her foot ground and takes a fine posture. She really does want to fight. A huge leather-bound book in her hand opens. As if by herself, a torn power poured. The book with a blue light. Can't believe that this strange girl has such unimaginable power. She seems to aloof. No, and may be more correct to call it an air of immense violence.
All right. I won't be able to hold back.
To be honest, I was really only saying that hopes of bluffing her. I have absolutely no room to hold back in this fight. I hurriedly cast off my fear and focus on the upcoming battle. There's no room for doubt. I need to hit her with my full strength from the start. Even if I were to fight her with the intent of killing her, I'd be lucky not to end up dead myself. At least that's how I feel. Elizabeth calmly begins the
Let's
battle.
do this. Your fate is in the cards.
Alright. Let's go.
I said let's change things in my attack. Let's change things up. My attack level here is crazy. Here's my From this moment forward, let's change things up. Oh no. Come on, take the other.
Damn, this bitch is good, bro. Ha ha. Close one. And she's just laying there. And she's laying there smiling, even though she lost. That's the funny part, bro. Just as I thought, I managed to throw her off balance. Oh, we get CG. Elizabeth gets back up allegedly as if nothing had just happened. Suddenly I feel an immensely build up in the air. Don't tell me she hasn't been taking this seriously at all until now. In the next moment, I swelled into a torrent of power, like a leaf been blown into the air without the slightest understanding of what's happening. My vision blurs as I'm spun about, and before I can tell up from down, the floor jumps towards me and I slam into the ground. Am I going to lose? As my consciousness fades, I see the faces of my friends and Aige-san. All of those I have fought against up to now. It's like a story that you see your life flash before your eyes just before you die. Am I dying? Can I really accept that? It's not over. I haven't lost yet. I can still fight. Yeah, it's not over. I've come so far, I can't lose heart now. I desperately force my legs to move and manage to stand up again. Elizabeth shuts her book with the air, a final
I
tilt.
see. I am quite content with this outcome. It seems you possess true strength.
The unyielding torrent of power suddenly ceases without warning. Is it over? Even as I come to understand that, I continue to stand, shocked still, unable to move.
I believed you were at the limits of your stamina after the battle against Icus earlier. In actuality, your heart almost gave in during your struggle with me, but each time you faltered, the many hearts supporting you gave you strength, helping you to rise again.
She cuts herself off and nods to herself, as if to confirm some suspicion.
This was truly an intriguing battle. I believe our encounter has borne much fruit.
Flute?
Flue? Chimneys. In any case, I am quite pleased.
Even after battle, she acts like that. I feel like a fool for believing that she really would have killed me, even if it felt quite real at the time. Can't believe any of this. My legs give out under me and I sink to the ground. Maybe she understands how I feel. Elizabeth Son looked straight into my
May I
eyes.
ask you something? undesirable future. It is a path of endless hardship. Would you still choose to walk it?
Margaret has said something similar just before this tournament had begun. How I had overcome the ordeal concerning last year's case. And the open the door. Margaret and Elizabeth's words come together in my mind.
Yeah. Working for a better tomorrow isn't just a one-time thing. The tomorrows keep coming.
Opening the door is necessary, but it's not what's truly important. What's more important is making sure that you follow the path is beyond the door. Only once, yeah, that path in mind. Does it matter whether you open it door or not? It's how I feel.
Keep fighting for the future we want.
Elizabeth smiles at my answer. It seems the former dweller of the Velvet Room is pleased with my answer. She must have chosen the path of her own strength at some point, and it's doing everything in her power to see it through, though. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but I feel as if I'm able to understand her a little better now.
Well, it's time for me to bid you adieu. By your leave, I, Elizabeth, am out of here.
With this, Elizabeth briskly walks out of the room. She caused me some trouble, but I've also learned something about myself as well. I think I'll call it a draw. As I wave goodbye to Elizabeth, I hear Aegis getting to her feet behind me.
Are you alright? You shouldn't force yourself to move.
I was concerned at first, but Aegis-san doesn't seem to be very hurt or damaged, or whatever you would say. She was likely just knocked out. I had absolutely no chance of winning if I'd gone easy on her either. This is getting ridiculous.
You are very kind. We've only just met, and yet you are worried about a machine like myself.
No. Isn't that normal?
Aegis laughs at my confusion.
Seeing you smile like that? I don't know. I just can't think of you as a machine. You have a heart, right? And it doesn't matter whether you're man or machine.
Aegis stops laughing and thinks deeply for a moment. But after a few seconds, she looks back up at me with a serious look in her eyes.
You have defeated me in single combat. That will make it difficult for me to continue forward. But I believe I can trust you. Will you listen to my mission directive?
I have no reason to say no. I look Aegis square in the eye and nod reassuringly. And so Aegis-san told me about her directive, and it was truly surprising. There was another case involving Persona and Shadows outside of Inaba, even before our venture last year. And she is a weapon with a heart, created with the express purpose of wielding a persona to fight the Shadows. She believes that this current situation came to be because someone had stolen a similar weapon and caused it to enter the TV world.
So, there's another girl robot with a heart like you? And she's the cause of all this?
We came to this world to retrieve her. My older sister, the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labris, is in this world somewhere.
Oh, Libris is in the world. Nalacombe is president of Shadow and not Libris. I have a mountain of tasks to accomplish now. But even though I have a lot to do, I can't ignore any
Tell
of
me
it.
more about Labris, and I'll do what I can to help you get it back.
Unfortunately,
Aegisan's expression clouds. She said that she was a machine, but that is that, but that she really is no different from a human. But I'm listening to her. I think about what this means in my search for libraries. It's not
So you
helpful.
don't know what she looks like, what she can do, or what equipment she's loaded with.
Basically, all she can tell me is that Librus is a robot who's built to look like a girl. For a second, I did meet a girl I didn't know in the 2-year-old Miss President. Could Miss President be
Is there a
Librus?
possibility that she looks,
Let's find out.
well, more human than you? You mentioned earlier that she was your older sister, so I assumed she was built before you, but
My sister was an older model, a prototype for the 5th generation to be exact. It's doubtful that she would look more human than myself.
Then there was no way Miss President could be Librus. I could tell at first glance that Iga's son was a machine. Miss President appears to be completely human. I never once considered that she might not be human just until just now, but that just makes things even more complicated. What in the hell is going on inside the TV?
alright. In any case, I'll keep an eye out for her. But right now, I'm heading to the announcement room. If Labrys is the cause of this, then I'm bound to meet up with her eventually.
I shrug slightly. I don't want to be so grave. I just must sense what I'm trying to do in smiles.
Thank you. I will trust my sister's fate to you.
Of course. Give Aiga-san a determined nod and run out of the classroom. But man, what a busy Golden Week. I have to make sure Nanako's okay, find Miss President, unmask whoever masquerading as Teddy, and now search for Librus somewhere in here. If this wasn't happening, I'd be kicking it with my friends at the Junis food court. Yukiko seemed to be trying to be coy, but I'm pretty sure that big bundle she was carrying is probably boxed lunches that she said that she made. As to how they might taste, well, let's not get sidetracked. I'm sure we all have enjoyed them anyway. Eventually, I would have called Nanako over and we would have bought some snacks together. There were things I want to buy from the Shiruku store, and maybe I could have made it to Sozai Daigaku in time to buy at least their special croquettes. I want to talk with the owner of Dai Dara and get some books from the Yamanato bookstore. I've had a street ball at Aya and hung out with a fox at the Tashuimi shrine. Waited for my uncle so we could have dinner, and tomorrow I had to go fishing. If the one who ruined my vacation and caused all these problems is the same person who stole Libris, and if they truly brought Nanako back to T, well, I'll never let them go for
I'll
that.
make them pay.
As I went on, I come across yet another blue door. Perhaps it's a sign I need to calm down. True, I may have lost my cool for a moment.
Someone here? Again?
I reached toward the door with a relaxed smile. Margaret is in her usual position. I glance around and see if there's anyone else in here. It looks like her nutcase of a sister isn't here. Margaret notices me looking and sighs, a seductive sound that sounds conveys does also conveys annoyance.
It seems my sister has caused you some trouble, though this may mean that I'm not the only one who's drawn to the light of your potential.
There's a hint of tenderness towards her sister in her words. Her sister may be important to her. I can tell from the look on her face. Do I look like that when I talk to about Nanako? Margaret pulls herself together and speaks
You
again.
have gained a new resolve by overcoming many doubts and falsehoods.
New resolve. I find myself
You
dying
have reached the
alone.
threshold of truth, but men's hearts are mutable. That is why a resolve to continue fighting is more important than any one victory or defeat.
Yeah, I understand.
But this will be a difficult battle without end. Are you equal to the challenge?
Hell yeah. The way she puts it makes it seem as if she was testing me. I don't respond immediately, but I think about the question. I would be lying to say that I'm not worried. I know that my heart can be swayed by change. There is no knowing what will happen from moment to moment. But even
With
then,
my friends, if I'm not alone, I can do it.
I see.
Margaret nods slightly in response.
I have heard your answer, but it's not enough. Remember what I told you before? The heart is shaken more by a single action than by 1,000 words.
Damn. As she smiles, my vision begins to blur. I hear words being repeated. I have reached the threshold of truth. Everything that's happening during the course of this case runs through my mind. The new appearance of the TV world, this tournament, pitting us against each other, student council president, and a fake Teddy. My encounter with a weapon with a heart, Aigis-san searching for her sister, Libris, and the determination that I've gained through these constant battles. What I must accomplish. How do I show what I've decided through my actions? Seems that the number of invisible walls had decreased. Does this mean that the end is near? Just I think I heard a familiar voice. That was Miss President's voice. It was coming from the door to the announcement room. I finally made it. I opened the door to the announcement room and rushed aside.
You're finally here! Hello, Sensei! Congratulations! How does it feel to have won the P1 Grand Prix?
The general smirks at me as I pass through the door. Behind him, Miss President and Rise. When the two of them see me, Miss President looks confused, but Rise's face lights up with joy.
There you are, Senpai. You're late.
I have to stay cautious of the general, but I signed to the girls that everything will be alright now. General is closer to them than I am. I can't afford to make any reckless moves just yet. And there's one more thing I need to know.
Teddy, where's Nanako?
Look around the announcement room, but Nanako is nowhere to be found. General face distorts with an ugly glee.
Nana-chan's right here.
Slowly, the general extends the arm that was held behind him. And there was Nanako, Her arms were clutched into her chest, and she slowly takes a few steps towards me, obviously frightened.
Nanako.
After taking a step forward, I noticed something bizarre. The general disappeared. For a brief instant, my full attention had been focused on Nanako. The general had been standing directly behind her, but now he's gone. How could he have gone somewhere else that quickly, right in front of me, without me noticing it?
Bro.
While I'm confused at the general's disappearance, Nanako weakly calls to me. Nanako obviously been weakened by being in the TV world. She totters towards me unsteadily, looking ready to collapse at any moment. I can think about the general later. I have to save Nanako right now. As I reach out to her, Rise yells.
Senpai, no! Nanako-chan's not there!
Nanako's not there. What is she saying? She's right here. As I'm about to say no, my hand stops. Something's not right. I try to look into Nanako's face once more. And in her eyes, I saw madness.
Oh, so close. Just a little more and Sensei would have been a goner.
You tricked me, you bitch. Like, you fucking tricked me, bruh. I barely reached in time to draw my sword to block the attack. General suddenly appeared out of nowhere to attack me with his cane, and I get a good look at him as our weapons clash together. I see the madness in his face, the same madness that I had seen in Nanako's only moment before. That's when I noticed that Nanako had disappeared. What's going on?
You've got it wrong, Senpai. It's all been him from the beginning. He can make whoever's looking at him see him as someone else.
So he's not actually taking on other forms?
No, he's just distorting the things you see and hear.
That's right, the enemy is able to control what I see and hear. I realized that after all the battles I had today, was seeing Nanako had made me forget all that. The general laughs at this.
It's hard for me to show someone that isn't here. If you actually saw this Nanako girl, you're hopeless.
Fuck you, Teddy. Or fuck you, fake Teddy. I just like how my friends had actually gone crazy before our fights. Nanako had never been brought into this world in the first place. His appearance before me is a fake. His story, our senses, all to make us suffer. But just as I thought, he could have received Rise's persona abilities. That's why he kidnapped her, to keep her from warning us during the tournament. Now that I know that I pushed the general's cane away and jumped back towards the girls in order to distance myself from him. Good, now I'm between them and the general. Then I then look straight at the one behind this bizarre
Who
situation.
in the world are you?
You still can't tell? Seriously, the level of intelligence around here. Find them. Here. Get it. Good luck.
What? The fuck? Oh shit.
I am a shadow. The true self.
Oh shit. It's a shadow of the student council president.
That's my face.
I saw metal limbs, the glowing eyes, a ponytail, and a mirror image of Miss President's face, even though she was staying behind me, trembling.
How about it? You wanted to see what I am, didn't you? Why does she look like me? That's its true form. That thing is your shadow. Is a shadow? She really came from inside me?
Kusei tries to calm Miss President, but the girl shakes her head in denial and squeezes her eyes shut, while Miss President refuses to look at this mechanical-looking being. Now I understand what's going on, because this isn't the first time I've seen a robotic girl before. All the facts match up. The way she was able to run so fast without much, so much breathing heavily, even in Sea World. The sense of wrongness that I had when Miss President had asked me about killing my friends. The way she avoided telling me her name, that superhuman strength when she hit GA, and that incredible jump to get away from us. And the shadow's ability to interfere with the senses of other people. Just as Margaret had said, all the pieces to the puzzle were laid out just before me. They've all come together, and now I can see the truth. She is indeed Labrys. Labrys, another weapon with the heart, stolen by someone unknown and thrown into the TV world, created the school and forced us to fight our friends. This deep-rooted depression regarding her past memories, all this took the form of Labrys' shadow, who manipulated everything
Labrys, don't
here.
move away. You don't accept her. She'll get even stronger.
Miss Labrys only shivers when I call out to her. There has to be some reason why she believed that she was the student council president. But that's just a disguise, more for herself than us. No matter how comfortable it is, it's only there to cloud her eyes from the
I don't
truth.
know what your past was like. You must have had some painful memories. But you have us with you now. We're going to get you out of here.
I call out to Labrys while keeping an eye on a shadow. A shadow is darkness within a person's heart. Unless it is accepted by the person it comes from, it will never disappear for good. But with that in mind, all we can do is watch over her as she accepts this darkness within her. We'll have to protect her when the shadow goes berserk and tries to kill her. But Labrys continues to shake her head and trembling violently. My words aren't getting through to her.
You hear that, me? Your friend is trying to tell you something.
This is your fault, bruh. This is your fault that all this is happening, bruh.
Too bad he doesn't understand at all. His phones are so hopeless and naive.
Shao laughs shrilly. It continues to smear more poison into Labrys' heart.
What it's like having to murder one another. Sadness and pain and anguish. Everything went black, and I was always left alone. I'm a weapon. A machine made only to fight. No human can understand my suffering. Stop! I've had enough. I'm human. I'm not like that.
This isn't good. I settle into a fine stance, ready for anything. I thought I have a good idea what's going to happen.
Oh, you're still clinging to that. Then take a look at what you really are.
The shadow's eyes gleamed with golden light. The change begins immediately. A shimmer runs across Libra's spine. Instead of a normal human girl, there had been a normal girl. She has a metallic body, just like her shadow. Libra loses all composure and scratches at her arm, trying to tear away the metal that has appeared. But there was more to her change than just her arms. Her legs, wrists, chest, even her head, everything not covered by her clothing is now obviously mechanical. The reality that she didn't want to face. There are no words we can say to her. No matter what we say, reality doesn't change. Libris falls to her knees and finally mutters the words I was dreading that she say. Oh shit, to be continued.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and
Oh!
mind and matter. Now, why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, so it ends right there? For you? So basically it's only 8% complete the story mode.
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart.
I know.
The heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others,
Okay.
your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Yeah, well, I'll actually do it in order, but basically in terms of Persona 4 order. So we did you part of the story. Next episode we're gonna do Yosuke's part of the story since he becomes the next member of the investigation team, yeah guys, in Persona 4. So we'll do it in that order. So Yosuke is gonna be in the next episode. So see ya guys next time. Virus TV signing off.